Hey guys, back again to do another review and opinions video for Australian Survivor. It's episode 3 and I'm also going to do episode 4. I'm going to try and do it somewhat as quick as possible, just because I haven't had time yesterday to get this done and uploaded. So it sort of sucks. I would like to try and get them on time with the shows, but unfortunately it never works that way. I'll start with episode 3 and then go into episode 4. But just before we do that, I did say on episode 1 I was going to make some predictions, and even though I have, the biggest prediction that I'm trying to make is who I think will make it to the final. And I'm going to say right now, I said it from episode 1, Kylie is up there. She's someone I believe that will get to the end. And the other person I believe that will get there is Sam. I think the both of them later on in the game will work really well together. The other thing I want to try and make a prediction is who I think is going to make it past the merge. And so the people that I've got here in front of me, people that I think I believe are going to make it past the merge, is someone like Connor, Elle, who else? Kat, Kylie, Lee, Matt, Nick. I believe obviously Sam, and I'll say Phoebe. Who knows, there could be more, but those are the people that I feel at the moment that are probably going to make it past the merge. And then you could say final 4 would be Sam, Kylie, Elle, and I'd say Connor. Those are the people that I believe will get to the end of the show. My number 1 pick is Kylie, so we'll see if I'm right, see if I'm wrong, we'll see. But anyways, I'll go on to the points that I striked and stuck out most to me in episode 3. Kylie staying out of the loop when it came to the tribal council. She got to see that where she stands in the group, and she now knows that she has to start playing the game. She can't afford to lose focus of where she is in the game, and it's good because she shows that she's got the ability to adapt, and she's trying to do that now. So even though she's in somewhat of a sticky situation, I see her getting past it, making new alliances and moving further into the game. So let's hope. Tree mail and the whole immunity thing, the immunity clue. Something I found that was strange is, and it stuck out a little bit to me, is the blue and yellow tribe taking it. I honestly thought they would have taken it, and I don't know, Kylie, you could see she was in two minds about it, either taking it or not taking it, and honestly didn't think she was going to pick it, but she did. I think she was just being a little bit paranoid and just freaking out a little bit. I think that's why she picked it. Yellow tribe with Nick and Tegan. I feel sorry for Tegan. She should have stepped up and said to Nick, look, I don't feel comfortable with this. I don't think we should take it. And they should not have taken it. They're a good tribe. They're winning challenges, they're staying competitive, the group is in a happy place compared to the red tribe, and they really didn't need it. And Nick sad to say, mate, but you made a stupid mistake in trying to lie and trying to come up with this story about, you know, this idol, and this could be well and truly his undoing. So he's got to hope that they don't go to tribal council next, because if they do, there's a good chance that he could go home because of that one little mistake. So the Red Tribe, well, I could see that coming a mile away. I knew they were going to pick it. The Red Tribe has lost so much focus on getting numbers for the merge, and I'm not talking about just numbers in just having people from their tribe into the merge. I'm talking about numbers in an alliance of people you can trust. Because I see this tribe, and I said it from day one, is that this tribe's going to get broken down and they're going to get split up, because there'll be two mergers. If they keep going tribal council, time and time again, they're going to get split up. They'll get divided down to 2 or maybe 3, and they'll get split up into the other tribes. And those people, unfortunately, are going to be behind the 8 ball, struggling to make alliances, struggling to find little cracks within the other 2 tribes because they're so tight, and they're going to be finding it hard to further their game. They've lost complete focus on where they should be going, what they should be doing. They've got no goals whatsoever. They've got no one in the tribe that can step up and lead them properly. Elle come up with a strategy. It was a good strategy, and Lee implemented it. In my personal opinion, I think Elle should have taken charge completely and did that. Rowan, you idiot, let it slip, fallen out your pocket, and allowed Evan to go get it, to find it and call you out on your lie. And thank God Lee can actually see reason, because Evan made a crack there, and what Evan should have done is not gone to Elle about it first. He should have gone to Lee first, because Lee has the ability to persuade Elle, and that's what he should have done. That was his little stuff up, but all in all, he played the best. He played the game as best as he could, and it sucks, but he went home yet again. It was a stupid call on the tribe to send him home instead of Kat. Kat should have gone home episode 1, and she should have gone home again this time round. She's not strong in the challenges. She's not. I don't think she's trustworthy. Evan has shown that he is, and even though he's somewhat he's trying to put on this facade like he's playing the game, I think he's super paranoid in his own little way of what's going on, and he wants to make sure that he knows where he stands within the tribe. That's why he's been talking about it a lot, and unfortunately it's costed him, and he's gone home because of it. So Yellow Tribe winning the challenges, or not going to tribal council. As I said, I predicted this episode 1, and again reassured at episode 2 that the Yellow Tribe had the opportunity to be competitive in this game and to stay in it, and they have. As you've seen, they got fire and they become competitive. It resonated with them to, hey look, as a group they achieved that, and then again as a group they win challenges, and they've done really, really well. As I said, that's they've started coming together so well. They didn't need the hidden immunity, so that was a wrong call to take it. But just going on the hidden immunities, if I was playing this game, and if I was in the Blue Tribe, I would not have taken it. And if I was in the Yellow Tribe, I would not have taken it. And if I was in the Red Tribe, obviously, because of how hostile it is. Now, there's 2 things I would have done in that scenario. On both occasions, I would have taken the idol, the clue. But what I would have done is I would have shown the tribe and been completely honest, and got the tribe around me and go, hey, look, I've got the clue here. Now, we can either now make a decision to either go look for it, or we we don't. We hold off, and if someone wants to go off and look for it, then they get punished, in the sense of, well, I'm now going to vote for you, right? My game plan with playing the idol is to make sure I can get it out of the game. I don't want it in the game because it makes it very hard to beat somebody who has it and who finds it. You know, I know I would get anxious if I haven't found it, and that would get at me quite a bit. I know that. I'd be freaking out that I haven't found it, and I'd be stressing that someone else has found it. So that's why I'd want to get rid of it and make sure that, hey, look, if someone goes after it, fine, you go after it, and by yourself, then us as a tribe are going to look at you and go, no, you're gone, right? But what I probably would have done, instead of doing that, I would have ripped it in half, gave the first starting section of it to the tribe and shown it to the tribe and say, hey, look, we've got a bag of beans and like a half piece of clue for the hidden immunity, so we must obviously have to wait for the next streamer to come in order to get the next half so we can go looking for it. I think that would be a more believable story than anything that the survivors told their tribes. Obviously I'd keep on to the other half, I would memorize it, I would say it over and over and over. I would take somebody with me when I was going to make the decision of choosing whether or not to have it or not. I would take somebody with me who's a part of my alliance and go and do that. Therefore they know what's going on, and obviously make the bond between me and that person stronger by a form of manipulation or NLP. So, you know, they feel safe, and you know, then there's that way. If I could do that, you'd be pretty hard to beat, and you two are the only people that know about it. So that's my thoughts on it. Other thing is Lee's stuff up with a challenge with the immunity challenge. He shouldn't have chosen Kat to do the puzzle. He should have chose someone else. But then again, in saying that, Kat should have stepped up and said, "Hey, look, I know we're meant to be supporting everyone's, you know, the person's decision, but come on, I've proven I'm not good at puzzles. Let's rethink this. Maybe we should rethink this," and put it to Lee like that, and maybe he would have done that. Maybe he would have rethought about it instead of just saying no, because as you've seen, he got a little bit defensive about it. As he went, oh, well, she didn't even try. She didn't even want to try. You got to look at it from a point of view. If someone's not confident in their ability to do something, then pull them out because they're not going to do well. Simple as, and that was his mistake. He should have picked up on that, but well, he's still in with a chance. He's not being looked at the moment, so it's all good. And then again, yeah, the last part is tribal council with Kat and Evan. Again, it was a bad decision by the Red Tribe. Evan should have stayed. Kat should have gone home. Evan proved to Lee that he was trust. You know, you can trust him, and even Elle, but Elle dismissed it and went, no, I want to go with the girls. I'm going to go with Phoebe. So maybe that's her undoing. I think she would have got. They're gonna. I still think, even if they kept Evan, they'd probably go back to Tribal Council. They're going to go back to Tribal Council anyway, so I'm predicting this for episode 5 that they're going to go back to Tribal Council. But at least they're in with a better opportunity to win, because I don't think they're going to win with Kat. As I said, I can see the Red Tribe just getting dwindled down to there's 2 of them. They get split up and go into the other 2 tribes. Then obviously, maybe a couple of episodes after that, then we'll see the merge come into play. So. That's how I feel about that. So, episode 3 is out of the way. Episode 4, I'm going to be really quick and brief on this, and that is Pete. To me, as someone who applied for the show and there's 15,000 other people that applied just like me. But I made it through a few rounds, through some of the selection process. I'm pissed that this guy chose to throw in the towel, and I feel sorry for Bianca because she should still be in the game. She should still be in the game and still be playing, because he wanted to go home and he got angry because they didn't send him home. Mate, you had a choice to pull yourself out of the game. And far as I'm concerned, and Pete, this message is for you, mate, you're weak. Plain and simple, you're weak. And what you should have done is, okay, so you don't have an appetite, alright? So you're feeling sick. You should have made that known to the production crew prior to going into the show. As you said, you felt sick 2 days prior. Maybe they could have given you something to go on the show with. Second of all, if you honestly felt like you didn't want to go, at the Tribal Council when Bianca went, you should have stepped up then, before the votes even happened, and said, I'm taking myself out of the game, she would still be in it. Because Bianca wasn't a threat. She tried playing the game, but she wasn't a threat. She wasn't in the inner circle. And when someone's not in the inner circle, then they're not a threat yet. But you didn't want to be there, she did, and I feel like you robbed her of that opportunity. And for that, like anyone that wants to quit the game, quit the show, that is weak and disgraceful. So that's all I've got to say about that. And I'm only judging you by how you played this game, how you went in it with the mindset and all the rest of it, because that's what I'm judging you on. I don't know you as a person. I'm not going to comment on you as a person, but just for that little snippet, to me that was pretty selfish. And I got nothing to say, and I'm not going to give you any more credit or any more coverage than that. It's disgraceful. So that's my little video for episode 4. Not much really stood out apart from that. Yellow Tribe hasn't got fire, and you can see their mood going down again. I predict that if they don't get fire in this next episode, they'll probably end up losing. Not to the point where they go on a Tribal Council, they just won't lose it. They just won't win a challenge. But yeah, that's it. This is my review and my opinions on the show Survivor thus yet. It's getting better. It's by far been the best season Australia's ever had. And yeah, thank you for watching. If you want to like my video, do so. If you want to share it, please do. As I said, I'm not a big YouTuber. I'm just doing this because it's a passion of mine. These videos are completely unedited. They're raw. I just say it as it comes to mind with my points that I've written down, and I'll just elaborate on. Thank you for watching. I'll see you again soon. Bye.